Alrighty, back from the beach, garden update. It's been 9 days since the last video. I'm going to go ahead and throw another one up here because this is the first video after the initial install. So for some of my stuff, it's been about 2 weeks. Between, I don't know, I guess between about 2 weeks, 17 days, something like that. 9 days since the last video. Beezoo's looking good here. Good. Really not starting to flower yet, but she'll get there. This whole thing's Avi planted, and a hunk of oregano I couldn't let go. Pots are looking pretty good. Huge shout out to my mom, Joanne. Tending the garden while I was gone. Everything was perfect when I got back. Could not have done it without her. Thanks, Ma. Baskets are looking good. Here's a marigold. Just remember how big it was last one. Zavi planted these in her pre-K class. They're looking great. So these are not actually the same nasturtiums from the last video that I've rescued that started growing in my garden. Well, correction. This one is. This one was the real small one from the video. And since I've planted the other one, and I found 2 more that were going. So I wanted to get them out of the ground. Might have been a little premature with this one. I'm a little concerned, but we'll throw some water on there. The boltless cilantro. It gets like maybe, I wouldn't even say an hour, a very low first thing sunlight. Not even. So it looks like it's gonna be good. Like it won't bolt. It'll be nice. All right. So came back to no problems, just lots of growth. I'm gonna put a before picture up of some of my tomato plants. Let's start down here. Pepper's looking good. I swear to God, that sagebush got twice the size as it was in 9 days. That thing's crazy. Banana peppers. Producing already. Hot Hungarian wax. Chilies are starting to get a bunch in the vine. These poblanos, they don't look very good, right? Right? They kind of have a funny color to them. I'm gonna look that up tonight and see if this Trident is something specific that's how they're supposed to look. Not sure. So I'm not sure. I don't know. To me, they don't look very good, but they got fruit on them. Probably gonna take the fruit off though. Looks kind of weird, big fruit on a small plant. Oh, what's this? My shishito. I need to look up and see. I don't think these are supposed to get red. I thought they were yellow. I guess I could have missed it. I don't know. I need to look that up. This is the first time I've ever grown these. I've eaten them before, but I've never grown them. So I'll have to do some homework tonight. Some of these marigolds are doing really well early, and some you'll see over by my squash plants, they're not getting a lot of sunlight, aren't doing so hot, but it is what it is. So here's that. Where's this guy again? That kind of pepper. Oh. And it's got one huge one on it already. I think they turn red. Okay, so tomatoes. It is scorching hot too, by the way, today. Way hotter here than it was in Garden City. My brandywine plant looks great. Lollipopped it big time. Had a bunch of suckers, but I came back to a perfect. Oh, see, I missed a sucker. Came back to a perfect. What I'd say is my double stemming. One's gonna go up this way, and this one I'm gonna take straight up that way. Perfect, just like I wanted it. And we'll keep cutting it up. I'll probably cut this one off eventually too, because you want to go up to the first fruit, like on this one. My supersonic. You see, trimmed everything going all the way up to the first fruit. bunch of suckers on here I got rid of. And again, perfect double stem. I'm gonna have that guy go this way, and I'll eventually use that Florida weave, start sending this one that way. I just did an initial tie like that on all these because one was growing sideways already, and the others I just wanted to get a quick tie on them because I had a decent amount of work to do today. Just back from vacation, it felt like doing too much, had to do something. Cucumbers was kind of the same deal. Came back, tons of suckers I had to cut off, prune them a decent amount. Can't tell if that's a whole nother plant or a sucker. I need to do more home investigation there, but see, did a lot of trimming, a lot of nubs on there already. You know, it's funny, a couple of these just weaved themselves without my help. Nasturtium doing great. My Thai Dragon chili. Excited to see how hot those are. That's one of the reclaimed nasturtiums. Planted her this morning. Might not have to buy nasturtiums ever again. I just have a nasturtium farm. Picked a banana pepper from this guy earlier. And this is another cayenne pepper. Lots of peppers. And see, check this out. These, for me going in and out and brushing up against this, you can see these little black. Those are all chive seeds everywhere. Everywhere. And that cucumber needs to weave itself. Oh, this one kind of didn't weave. So let me say. See, can we do this without breaking it? And what the hell are you? There's not a squash bug, or there we go. Okay. Cucumbers looking strong again. Lots of pruning went on today. Oregano's still doing wonderfully. Try to do a lot of pruning, and he's still missed stuff. Stupid sucker. Okay. Yeah, so these guys, I'm pretty happy. These two were completely laying down. As you can see, that one's still having some erectile problems, but we'll get it up there. Yeah, we'll get it later. This is the tomato plant that was completely flopped over, growing, laying down. This is my cherry tomatoes, or grapette rather, excuse me, grapette. I think a day or two it'll be going straight up again. Same thing, it got two nice stems on it. This one I'll send that way. This one will go that way. This one will go straight up and produce like crazy. Another brandywine plant, pruned up nicely. So, squash, this is really the thing. Okay. Oh, what'd I do? Nope, not what I wanted to do. So, I'm sweating all over my phone, so I keep trying to wipe it off. Squash. Well, let's do this first. Lavender, crazy, just enormous, an enormous bush here. Starting to flower. You can see a bunch of girls all over on it already. Honeybees. A new strategy this year. I'm not. Oh, these mother stupid Japanese beetles. They did a number on my basil last year. We got plans for all the critters this year, but I'm not going to be spraying this my soapy spray on my lavender bush directly. I don't want to discourage the bees. Squash. So the idea is that we're going vertical. You can see I did a lot of pruning of these squash already. Needed to probably do more, but it's really hot and I had a lot to do. The idea is as this grows up, I'm going to start tying it to this, and I'll trim everything below it. Same thing there. This is a white scallop patty pan squash, which really don't see any. Couple flowers, maybe a couple starting back in there. Not like the Black Beauty zucchini, which I already have a couple on there. Same idea, like we're just gonna grow it up. I'm gonna try to keep the leaves separated. You know, like leaves on this plant on this side only, leaves on that plant on that side only. I have to prune the hell out of it anyway. That might be a good strategy. Again, it's the first time I'm doing this, so squash bugs in years past have deterred me from doing squash and zucchini. I love squash and zucchini. Did it, had some success, but at the end the bugs won because I refused to use 7 dust or anything like that. Good old interwebs. Cut some boards today, some leftover lumber. It's probably, I guess, it should be an inexpensive squash bug deterrent, but I guess the way lumber is right now, it might have been kind of dumb. But anyway, this is leftover wood from my mom's deck. So you cut these boards. You can see I have one big one here, and I'm just kind of interested to see how this does compared to some of these other smaller boards that I got there. We'll step up here from there, and we'll come around here and here. The idea, squash bugs need a place to hide during the day and during the night, I guess. So what they do is they hide under stuff. Well, you put the board down, they hide under the board. You come out here in the morning, you flip the board over. I'll have my spray and kill them. From what I've watched and read, they're saying if you get the real first wave of them and you really eradicate them, that you can kind of keep them at bay all summer. So we'll see. That'll be the plan. That'll be the plan. Well, I guess in the first few days here, we'll start seeing. There's that haggard marigold I was saying about. But as I prune these more, hopefully it'll be better. For the cucumber beetles, we have something else planned. Along with the spray, we're gonna make some traps, some DIY traps. All right. All right. Doing great though so far. Doing great. Need to read that other side of the squash. We've got a crookneck yellow squash in there. Alrighty. And last. Surprised there aren't more bees out here, to tell you the truth. There's a decent amount, but go back and look. I feel like some of my videos from this time last year, it was a lot more. Of course, this isn't really in full bloom, I guess. It's damn near, but there's still a lot of buds out there. All right. Garden 2021.